Hey family, how's it going? This is Gerald with houseflippingguy.com, and today I want to talk about tax foreclosure auction and the power of attending your local tax foreclosure auction. And so tax foreclosure or tax sale is essentially a time and a place where your local property taxes are going up for auction. And so what happens is this: after a certain number of years, whatever your local county rules are, after a certain number of years of not paying property taxes, those property taxes on whatever properties are in that particular county are being sold at auction. This is a tax lien sale or a tax deed sale. Okay. Now, one of the most powerful things that you begin to experience at these auctions is the real players, the people that have cash and that are going to go ahead and pay for these particular tax deeds and tax liens are there at this auction. Why do I say that? Every month, or every time your auction goes on, there is an opportunity. There is a sweet deal there. If you're new, oftentimes you're not going to know what it is. But if you get a nice size turnout, lots of times you're getting the actual players, the actual real investors that invest in real estate that are going to be there. They could just be professional tax lead or tax deed auction investors, but a lot of them, what they do is they deal in real estate investing. These are guys and women who are actual cash buyers. Okay? These are actual investors that are actual cash buyers, and not tire kickers. If you have a deal, if you have a sweet deal that is a real deal, they will buy it. Go there to network, guys. Go ahead and give them your information. These tax lien and tax deed auctions are incredible places where you can not just network, but they bring about different opportunities. So let me give you something else on top of that. As you're dealing with these tax lien and tax deed auctions, the individuals that are giving the auction, the local officials there, get to know them. Get to know the inner workings of how your auction situation works. Not just the auction situation, but how your property taxes in your specific area works. This is a great time to be an investigator and ask a lot of questions. Get yourself a notebook, pen and paper, and just write notes to see exactly how this whole delinquent property tax thing works. Okay, so attending the auction, that's just icing on the cake to go ahead and get to know the buyers who are actually buying these properties. However, it's a great time to understand this whole delinquent property tax process, or this tax lien or tax deed process in your specific area. The reason I keep hitting up on this, guys, is many of you are looking for leads, and a lot of you are asking, Gerald, where should I start? What should I do? How should I go about it? Really going down there and getting a free education on how tax liens or tax deeds work in your specific area. It's a powerful thing. But at the same time, it's a great way to go ahead and get to know the when you're investigating for these property taxes, you're probably going to see the same 2 or 3 or 4 people pop up, right? These investors who buy these property taxes, you're probably going to see the same 2 or 3 or 4 people kind of coming around. You get to know them, give them your information. Those are the people that are trying to gain the insights on exactly what's coming up for the next auction. right? It's a little tip. Yeah. So as you get to know these people and develop relationships with these people, what happens is it begins to make your life a little bit easier, because as you're targeting a lot of these delinquent property taxes and you have other deals in the pipeline, these are investors that are willing to pull the trigger when it comes to closing a deal. They're not tire kickers, and they don't want their time wasted. So know what it is you have, know the value of what it is you have, and then go ahead and move it on to them, assign it to them, wholesale it to them, whatever it is you want to do. Okay. But it all starts oftentimes at this tax foreclosure auction. So many things can come about from that, right? The inner workings of how that, how your process in your particular area works. Powerful thing, guys. Yeah, the tax foreclosure auction. When I attended our auction out here in Georgia, I saw about 80 to close to 100 people attend the auction. But what I noticed is maybe 20 to 25% of them were the actual active buyers, because they were buying properties and they were putting those properties into the LLC. Okay, they were putting properties into their entities, and so those were the players. Those were the big time players within the city, because there were opportunities there. Some of the things that they bought, I actually did not understand, because I felt as though some of the things were actually overpriced. But when I went ahead and I reevaluated my data, so I'm gonna give you a little tip too. Don't assume values because someone else may see something else. So let me give you this. So if you have a commercial parcel, a commercial piece of land that you know what the value is. So you know the value of this particular land, and you know that someone is pretty much overpaying just to go ahead and potentially obtain this piece of land, and you're noticing that they're paying an outrageous price. Oftentimes there is a reason for it. So let's assume I see a vacant parcel of land, a vacant piece of land, and I know that there's a certain value for just that land. Well, somebody is there with their developer. You kind of get where I'm going with this? So somebody is there with their developer, and they're just not thinking about the land. They're thinking about, okay, if I went ahead and I placed an apartment complex on this land, now it quadruples the value of that parcel in terms of end result and development. So what you see and what somebody else sees is two totally different things. Going to the tax foreclosure auction taught me a little bit about that. Like, oh, okay. It really kind of changed my thinking on the future value, and this thing called highest and best use. Something else I'll be talking to you all about in the future. Highest and best use of a parcel of real estate. Like in some of your areas, you have a situation where you look at a piece of property, whether it be a house, apartment complex, or whatever it is, and it's kind of off to the side somewhere, and it's like, wait a minute, that doesn't seem right being right there. If ever you're driving down a road, ask yourself, what is the highest and best use of this piece of land? What is the highest and best use? Is the highest and best use of this piece of land, is it really a laundromat? Is it maybe a commercial store? Is it a gas station? Is it an apartment complex? A hotel? What is the highest and best use of this piece of parcel? And then do some investigating at your local county and see what you can put there, potentially. That's another video. Anyways. Yeah, guys, attend your tax foreclosure auction. Huge educational lesson. If y'all found value in this video, please click the like button. Also share it with family and friends. Guys, if you all are interested, I also have a copy. My delinquent property tax course is going to be in the description. This is the thing. Take the time to go ahead and leverage and utilize your local county services. You don't know what you'll be able to, I mean, it's like understanding something that most people don't take the time to do so. And if you're an agent, it is to your advantage to go ahead and do this. If you're a licensed agent and you're struggling to get listings, or you're struggling to get buyers, or what have you, the course itself can go ahead and help you out as well, guys. Anyways, think about joining the House Flipping Family Facebook group. I'm going to also have that link in the description as well. Y'all take care. Have a great day. Bye.